Hey, what is up, GPG? What is up? So before we can do part 2 of the turbo build for the Miata, I have to clock my turbo because when I got it from Biggie, I thought it was gonna be clocked, but it isn't. So basically, giving a rundown. This video is just gonna be just to show you guys a little bit of how to clock a turbo. Mine is specifically the China turbo, the T25/T28. And then it's kind of going off of the GT25 60, the regular one, the Garrett turbo. So anyway, it's a China turbo, so it's a little bit different than like a normal like Garrett turbo that you would get. But so just to give you a rundown of what's wrong with mine is when you look at a turbo, when it's mounted on your car, you want the oil inlet line at 12 o'clock, so it's straight up and down towards your actuator, and then your water line should be on the left and right, perfectly straight across, and then the oil drain line should be directly at 6 o'clock at the bottom of the turbo. So basically mine is just crooked a little bit to the right, so I'm gonna fix that. It's pretty simple. All you need to start off is a 14mm wrench, 11mm wrench, and then also just a flathead screwdriver. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I'm gonna do to mine, and so here we go. Let's get started. Alright guys, so what you're gonna want to do first to get to this little clip that I took off already, it goes right here. This is the little arm that connects to your actuator, which the actuator is controls the boost for your turbo of how much you're gonna run in your car, and then this connects to the wastegate flapper that opens up like show like how much boost the turbo is going to be running, or allows how much PSI is going to be running out the turbo. And then so you want to take this little clip off, and that's when your flathead screwdriver comes in. So make sure you don't lose this because it's seriously really important. So it goes like right there. So if you're taking it off, like put your hand around it because it flies off. I literally just did it. But once you do that, then you're able to pop this arm off right here. This arm literally just will come off to the right here, and then there will be a bolt right here. I loosened it already, and that will, when your 11mm wrench comes in, and that's where you just pop it off. And then now you can just twist this off right here. Alright, cool. So now this is off. Now I took this arm off for a reason, because we'll flip this back over and see there's 4 bolts right here, and this is where your 14mm wrench comes in, and you want to loosen these 14mm bolts. There's 4 of them on each side, and I wasn't able to get to this one because the arm was in the way. You're able to get to the other 3 without taking anything else off. So I'm gonna go ahead and loosen those, and what that's gonna do is I will be able to turn the wastegate, or the back part of this, to be able to, or the exhaust, whatever you want to call this. I'm not exactly like an expert with turbos, so anyway, you'll be able to turn this, and I'll be able to turn and clock the turbo correctly. So I'm gonna get to that. So once you loosen those 4 bolts, you can flip the turbo up on its side, and you're already gonna see like it can move now, it can slide. So what that's gonna let me do, like you just want to loosen these. You do not want to like unbolt them all the way, or do them all the way, because that will literally just be like you'll take your whole turbo apart, which you don't want to do. We're just clocking it. So you'll be able to move it, and that's what I want to do, because I want the oil drain line, the oil inlet line has to be at 12 o'clock on the top of the turbo. So you can see that is you'll mount up this part right here, which is next to your turbo manifold, to your car, and this actuator should be aligned also with the turbo inlet line. Everything should be aligned at 12 o'clock, and then the oil drain line should be at 6, and then the 2 water lines on either side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll get right back with you guys. Alright, so real quick, I wanted to show you, this is what my turbo looked like before. See how it's like slanted off to the right just a little bit? And it should be in line, which is like, it should be right there. So that's like 12 o'clock, and it was just slanted over to like 1 o'clock basically. Or you could say 11, either way that you're looking at the clock. But that's how it should be, is like straight up and down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so that literally took me like 2 minutes to do, but as you can see now, the oil inlet line is, if this left part where my left hand was mounted to the car, this oil inlet line is directly at like, it's like directly at 12 o'clock, and then it's directly like right above the actuator where it needs to be, and then the water lines are on the right. Let me zoom that there. The water lines are on the right, and then also on the left, and those are water inlet and outlet lines, and then the drain line is on the bottom right there, which should be pointing directly at 6 o'clock. And another tip, when you're doing your turbo, your wastegate line or your breather line should also come on the right side of the turbo, away from the turbo manifold, just for heat sake. And that's where that goes. There's a breather line that will go from this little guy to this little guy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put this little rod back on. And it's very important that you do not want to lose any of these parts. There's not very many parts to lose, but if you lose this, it's like really important. This clip is what holds this little guy on. And also when you're putting this back on for the actuator, this actuator arm that connects to the flapper, the wastegate flapper, you do not want to do any tension. You just want to put it directly back on how it was, because if you put too much tension on this, that will cause a boost spike, and that would be just like horrible for your motor, and it could, it could obviously blow it up. But anyway, so you don't want any more tension on this. You just want to twist it back on, and then I'll show you. You just want to move it right back over to it. And as soon as like the flapper is closed, what you'll do, you can hear that the flapper is right here. As you can see, that's what opens in the back and releases the boost, the pressure. And so you just want to put it right there, and then you'll put the arm on that, and no more tension is needed. So I'll get right back with you guys once I do that. Alright guys, so as you guys could see, like I was kind of struggling with putting this bar back on, is because it's really deep thread, so you kind of want to, like, it took me a little bit to find like how it needed to go on. So make sure that you're putting it on correctly, because you can put it on crooked and that's not good. And then once it's down, then you want to tighten this bolt down with your 11mm wrench. And then also this clip, as you guys could saw, was giving me trouble. It's kind of hard to put back on if you need some force to it. It kept popping off on me, but everything is back to good. No more tension right here, so that's good. It's how it was before. So that's what we were looking for. And then now, what we were getting at is the turbo is clocked correctly. As I said before, like a couple of times, the oil inlet line is at 12 o'clock, the 2 water lines on either side, and then the oil drain line is straight down at 6 o'clock. And then also your breather line is going to go right here for the wastegate actuator, and it should be on the right side of the turbo. So that is all I have for you guys. But anyways, GPG, I hope you all enjoyed this like quick little video of just me like clocking my turbo for my Miata. So part 2 is coming very soon. I just had to do this, and I was at school this whole week. So anyways, GPG. Also, I keep forgetting this. We also have Instagram, Snapchat, and also Facebook, and I'll throw them down in the description below, and also I'll throw them like right here right before the end of the video. So I'll throw them here right now. Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. So go follow us. The Instagram, we have like a decent amount of followers because we had a little longer, and then Snapchat we're gonna start posting. So we'll do like live videos and stuff of the build for the Miata, and also like anything that we're doing for GasPedalGarage. But anyways, GPG, remember, always have an amazing day, and peace out. See y'all on the next one.